Hey everyone, this is BenjiCraft, and welcome to another video. A video of some kind of graphic, children under 35 should not be watching this. There's going to be 3 deaths in this video. Just want to give that explicit, 35 and older. But this is 3 deadly traps that I will give you a tutorial of on how to build. And if you guys need anything more extensive, please just leave in the comments that you want something better, and I will go into full detail as best as I can, as best this homeschooler can. So, guys, I'll show you how it's done. Alright guys, here is death trap number 1, and I didn't put the names on here, but I'll put them in the description. This one is Ender Trouble. Not Ender Trouble, this is Nether Trouble. Nether Bed Trouble, actually. Bed Nether Trouble. I will eventually get the name right. This is on the principle that beds blow up in the Nether, and I will explain to you how that works. Gets you stuck down here, so no matter what, once you push this button, you have to go down. There's like no stopping it. And this is all resettable, by the way. All these traps. So this puts you here, in case you hit there. And boom. You're like, well, I can't get out now. Oh no. Crap. No. And then there's only one way to get through. Oops. It's not doing anything. Once I step through, people just kind of run out because they expect something bad to happen. And when they run through, hits the pressure plate, the wall behind them breaks. And obviously you'd have to do this where there's rules. You can't break nether or anything. You can't break blocks. And all that's left in this room is your only option is to sleep in the bed. And I don't know if you guys know what happens. Well, I found this the hard way. I was like, yeah, I'll just go make a house in the Nether, have trees and everything. And then I went to sleep, and everything changed. That's when the Fire Nation attacked. But no, this is what happens. Kabloom. And yeah, and then I will show you guys on how I do that. Alright guys, and here's the explanation. So this button, all it's connected to is, that doesn't matter, but it's connected to this, so when you push this, power runs through, which will open up the pressure plates just for a sec, which will change the inverted pistons. So when you push the button, hey Mr. Stealthy Llama, when you push the button, I have so much trouble speaking these when I'm trying to explain something. In my head, I see it perfectly. But here's what happens. When you push the button, changes it, pulls it back, and then closes. And I made it 2 wide. I was going to make it 3 wide, but it just keeps getting more difficult the bigger it is. So you'd have to do it, you'd have to work with it to make it work in as a trap, but this is just an example. And this is based on the same thing. Once you put power to it, it'll shove you, and then once you get off it, it just turns back. This is the hard part down here. Actually, what I would change, oops, not get stuck right there. I would change. Let's put that back. I would put a piston that would shove you over to the. Oh gosh, don't get me stuck in there. That would shove me over to this one block, because if you kind of get in here and you start fidgeting back and forth, it won't work. But what it does is when you, I'll break this so I can go over. When you push it once, changes over, and it stays closed for so much time, and then switches over, done. Just like that. Just like math. No, that's stretch. Anyway, so what happens is the pressure plates put continuous power up to here, and this has to have only a burst of power. So what it does is this thing also transfers over here, and then this piston will pull over here, which cuts off the power, which will then switch this over, and then after that this pulls back, and then when that switches over, that puts power to this. And on the other side, I have it's attached to the same thing as the other side. So once you hit that pressure plate, it's doing these things at the same time. This comes over here, and it takes so much time to get through here, and when it gets through here, it'll put power But at the same time, when you get off the pressure plate, it cuts off the power. So then this power cuts off, but by the time it ends up pulling the pistons back, you've already gone through the Nether. And let me show you guys how to work the Nether. It took me a little bit to figure this out. Unfortunately, this is the only part that is not reusable. Unless I made a really long clock, I don't see how it's possible. Sorry guys, I tried my best. But here's how it works. Let me reset it so I can show it to you guys. If I change that back. So what happens is when you step on the pressure plate, it puts power to this, which will send power over to here to push this block in, which will send the redstone energy through it onto this side, which will put power to this. But at the same time, after like half a second, these come over and these connect to this, and this is a non-sticky piston. So when it pushes it, it won't stay. That way you can't, the reason for that is so you can't keep pushing the pressure plate back and forth. So once it goes forward, it's not coming back. But what happens is it cuts off the power, which will cut off the power here, which will then send power over to this part, which is over to two pistons, which will just shove those blocks forward. And so once you're stuck in there, you have to push. You have to sleep in a bed, basically. Not really like altogether the perfect trap ever. That's number 3. Number 3 is the perfect trap. I'm convinced. But so yeah, you push it and boom. Oh, so pretty. I love flowers. May he rest in pieces. But yeah, guys, and coming up next is number 2 of the death traps. Guys, here's trap number 2, and this is a fiery death. Kind of gives away what's going to happen, but, you know, there's no lava involved. Which, this is always reusable, I guess until the dispensers run out. This one, yet again, isn't perfect, but, you know, what isn't perfect in Minecraft except for me? No, I'm just kidding, but seriously. Okay, next, this trap. So when you push this, you fall, land in this, can't do anything, and you die. Let me show you guys what happens one more time, just so we get the full comprehension of this death. I lied, there's 4 deaths this round. There's 4. That makes the age go up. Now you guys have to be age 39 and a half. 39 and a half. Push this. Can't do anything. Hey, I got my blocks back. Boom. Nothing you can do about it. But yeah, guys, I will explain to you in just a second. Alright guys, this is death trap number 2. And let me explain to you guys how this works. So, yet again, when you push the button, it sends redstone power to this, which will turn off this redstone torch, which will shut off the power to the piston. And it's a sticky piston, so when you push it, it pulls back and then reverts it back, so it resets by itself. But when you fall in here, let me show you guys that again. So if you can't tell, oh, here we go. Yeah, I'll explain it this way. So you can't see anything, right? When you land down here, pulls down the pistons and fires fire charges. You could also use arrows. You could use mob spawners, I guess. You could just send tons and tons of silverstone at them. In fact, that would be awful. Don't do that, guys. Don't be that kind of human being. In fact, that's not a human being. Awful. Horrible man killer. Brick killer. Yeah, there were bricks, definitely. But what happens is that pressure plate is attached to this redstone, which first sends power to redstone torches, which will shut off these pistons on all 3 sides. And so it'll shut off, this one shuts off power to this one. and at the same time, power gets taken to this, to my redstone circuit, which I've explained in my awesome new trick video. I think it's my first video I posted. If you guys need to, a recap on how this works, you can go onto that. Basically, it makes a clock, a circuit, until you turn it off. And so, yeah, after that, you'll come here. It's the same thing on this side, actually, except this one's attached to 2. And also what I would do is, where would be... So right here. I'm going to do something real quick in front of your eyes, guys. I'm going to blow your minds. Yeah, guys, don't mind me. I like to sing. Singing is a favorite pastime of mine. But we're going to also send power to this for the fact that when power gets sent to this down here, it'll do it so you can't jump up. So you can't get out until you die. But then once you get up, power gets shut off. Yeah, I just thought of that, guys. Because I'm a boss. Not really. I'm more of a manager. Maybe. I might be a manager. Anyway, yeah. And that's death trap number 2. And we will get on to death trap number 3. Guys, here is death trap number 3, and this is drowning pool. And no, this is not the rock band / heavy metal band. I would call them heavy metal, though that's debatable with some people. Some people define more, not even Disturbed do they call death metal. It'd be more In Flames and stuff like that. But anyway, this is death trap number 2, and this is resettable always. This is literally the perfect trap. You can make it as big as you want. You can expand it to do an entire area. It'd be harder to do. It'd have to stay too wide, I think, actually. So there you go. It's not perfect, but anything like too wide, anywhere down, you could use the redstone for it. So this is what happens. You fall in, and down here, obviously there is actually supposed to be a pressure plate there that's missing. But what happens is you can't get out, and you're on the pressure plate even after you try to go up. And then you start drowning, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're like, oh no, if only there's some way to get out of here. Though I could just come over to there and get out. But I'll just let myself die. And let me show you guys just one more time what happens. There's 5 deaths. Oh my goodness, 42 3/4 now. Man, you guys better grow fast before you watch this. I mean, I'm telling you, warning. Violent deaths, suicide. You push this, you fall in, and my stuff was there, but because there's stone pressure plates, you can see the stuff, but it doesn't trigger the redstone. So you're just down here and you're stuck. I mean, I could even put a like a chest over to the side, so you see, you jump down and boom, you're dead. I really like this idea, actually. I was really impressed with it. So I will explain to you guys how to do this, for anything you guys want to do. And here we go. Trap number 3, drowning pool. And so what happens is, yet again, because I like this idea, I think it's the easiest and the smallest, to make 3 blocks move. This is all the redstone you had to do on the top. Nothing too major. In fact, it's symmetrical, which I like. But you push it, sends power there, opens them up, and then closes it. And so here, you step on the pressure plate, boom, can't get out. But once you get off, it'll reappear back. So let me explain to you guys how this works. There is a red ring, redstone ring, obviously, not the red ring of death for the Xbox 360. That'd be bad, because there'd be no more videos for me for a while. There's a redstone ring around the, oh gosh, no, dang it. Guys, we'll cut back just a second. Sorry. You know, I've done that multiple times. But, the pressure plates hold up the water. Thank goodness. So if I broke that block, no, I'm just kidding. That would just ruin all the redstone right here. So what it does is you have, you know, blocks all around this, which stops it from connecting, except for the one way I want it to. So you put this all the way around just for aesthetics. I said the word aesthetics. Like a boss. But it connects them all. And which will put power to these 3 pistons and also to these 3. And it pushes them forward. And so you can't get out until you die. And once you die, it resets. So yeah, that's my 3 videos. Oh wait, one more thing. Where my new video will be uploaded tomorrow, probably tomorrow, and then Thursday, because today's Tuesday, whatever date it is, but today's Tuesday, and I'll post a new video, which will be on the other side of this wall. You guys can't wait, I bet. Can't wait. And then Thursday I'll do another Let's Play video. But you guys want a peek? I'm sure you guys just want a peek. Just a little? Just a little? Do you want a little? I haven't built it yet. But that's game. For y'all who play the game, that is game. I want to say hi-ya to you, because you just lost it. Alright guys, peace out, and have a fantastical day.